Hi everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for a yin yoga class today. My name is Imani, and if you haven't done yin yoga before, basically yin is a slower, more meditative form of yoga where we allow our body to relax so that we can stretch out those deeper muscles that we don't often get to. So, if you work out a lot, yin yoga will be very helpful to you, and it helps you gain muscle quicker, and it also helps increase mobility in joints and muscles that are stiff or that have not been moved in a while. So, if you are joining class today, you will need your yoga mat. If you like to use props such as blocks or bolsters, feel free to grab those as well. I'll give you a second to set up your mat if you need to. We're gonna start in a seated position, an easy seat with our hands placed on our knees. Once you are ready, we are gonna take a few breaths, just zoning down into our mat. Feel free to close down your eyes and take a few breaths here. Inhaling in through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. Remember to allow your body to relax, releasing any tension that you have in your face, allowing your shoulders to be heavy, unclenching your jaw, and just breathe. We're gonna start warming up our body by starting with head circles. So we're creating circles with our head just to warm up our neck here and stretch all of our neck muscles. Continue breathing as you do this. Opposite direction with your circles. Keeping your movement slow and steady. Making sure to pace yourself with these movements. And coming back to center, allowing our head to find stillness. Next, we're gonna drop our right ear down to our right shoulder. We're gonna use our right hand to pull our head a little bit closer to the shoulder here. Continue breathing. Rising back up to center. Inhale here. As you exhale, left ear comes down to the left shoulder. Left hand pulls gently on the head to stretch out the neck a little bit more. Rising back to center as we inhale and slowly exhale, allowing yourself to come back into your easy seat. From here, we're gonna warm up our shoulders. So let's inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, send the shoulders back and create full circles. Remembering to connect our movement with our breath, inhaling as we rise and exhaling as we send our shoulders back to create our full circle. And now opposite direction with our circles. Now sending the shoulders forward with every exhale. And coming back to stillness here. From here, we're going to uncross our legs and bring our feet together into butterfly pose. So here in butterfly pose, we're going to take our right hand, allow it to come down to your right side. Left hand goes up toward the sky and then over towards the right into a lateral stretch. Feel free to come down onto your forearm if you would like to go even deeper into this lateral stretch. And just breathe here. You should feel it all throughout your left side body. Rising back to center as we inhale. Now let's exhale, lower the left hand down to the left side. Inhale, right hand goes up toward the sky and then over towards the left. Stretching your right side body now. Take a few deep breaths here. And inhale, rise, coming back to center. Allow that right hand to settle back down on the right side. From here, we're going to bring our left hand over towards the right. Our feet are still in butterfly, but both of our hands are toward the right side of our body, and we're going to extend them out to fold our body down over to the right. Take a few deep breaths here. You should feel a stretch all throughout the left side of your back. Inhale, rising back up to center, coming out of the twist. Allow your left hand to come over to the left side. Now we're going to take this right hand, bring it over to the left, slightly twisting our spine. Inhale here. Exhale, fold down towards the left, extending your hands. And take a few breaths, feeling the stretch throughout the right side of your back. One more deep breath here. And with your next inhale, slowly rise, coming back into the center. From here, we're gonna release our legs. Allow your legs to extend straight in front of you. I will turn to the side so that you can see me better on my mat. So our legs are extended. Our feet are toward the top of the mat. Let's inhale and lift our hands up to the sky, straightening the spine. And with your next exhale, we're gonna hinge at the hips, folding forward. Once you get to a space that is most comfortable for you and you feel the stretch throughout your legs, you'll lower your hands down toward your feet. It is okay if you are here. It's okay if you are here. Just listen to your body and fold forward to the level that's most comfortable for you. Take a few deep breaths here. One last deep breath. And slowly rise, walking your hands back toward your body. From here, we're gonna bend our right knee, bringing our right foot down to our mat. We're gonna cross this right foot over the left knee, and our right hand is gonna come behind us for support. This left elbow is gonna push against that right knee to push ourselves into a deep twist here. Let's look over our right shoulder and take a few deep breaths. One more deep breath here. And release, coming out of the twist. Allow that left hand to come back down to the left side. Straighten that right leg out in front of you. And from here, we're gonna switch, finding a bend in that left knee. Allow the left foot to cross over the right knee. Left hand will be placed behind you for support. Right elbow pushes against this left knee, and we're looking over our left shoulder here. Take a few deep breaths. Almost there, just one more deep breath here. And slowly release. Allow that right hand to come down to the right side. Left leg extends in front of us. From here, we're gonna transition into deer pose. So deer pose looks like this. So your left leg will be in front first, and your left leg is creating a 90-degree angle. Your right leg is extended out to the right side with a bend in the knee, also at a 90-degree angle here. So in deer pose, we are going to place our hands in front of our left leg. Inhale here. And with your exhale, fold forward, bringing your forearms down to your mat. The more of a 90-degree angle that you have, the better, because you'll feel the stretch in your exterior hip and thigh muscles. And that's the area that we want to get to. So let's try to relax every muscle in our leg here. And just breathe. If you would like to go deeper, feel free to extend your hands toward the top of the mat and bring your chest down to the mat. If you have a block, feel free to rest your head on the block as well. Continue breathing as we hold this pose for a little while longer. Almost there, just a few more breaths. It's really important that we sit in this pose for a while to get to those exterior muscles and the deep muscles in our thigh and leg. One more deep breath here. And slowly rise. From here, we're going to straighten that left leg. Bring the right leg forward so that we can switch. Now that left leg is going to extend to the left side, finding a 90-degree angle with the bend in the knee. And the right leg is forward, creating a 90-degree angle with the bend at the knee as well. Our hands are placed in front of our right leg. Let's take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, fold forward, coming down to the area of the mat that is most comfortable for you. And let's breathe here. Try your best to relax every muscle in your leg so that we can allow this passive stretch. Feel free to rest your head on your forearms or on a block if you need to. Continue breathing. We're almost there. Just a few more breaths. One last deep breath here. And let's slowly rise, coming out of our deer pose. From here, we're gonna swing this right leg over to the side to come into tabletop pose. So here in tabletop pose, our hands are about shoulder width apart. Our knees are about hip width apart. And we're gonna warm up our spine a little bit more with some cat-cows. So let's inhale and drop our belly, lift our head up to the sky, cow pose. Exhale, curve the spine, tucking the chest, cat pose. Inhale, cow, dropping the belly, head goes up to the sky. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And coming back to a straight back in our tabletop pose. From here, we're going to extend our right leg out to the right side, bringing our right foot down to the floor. Our hands are still about shoulder length apart here. And from here, we're going to flow our body back into a half child's pose, okay? So we're going to extend our hands up toward the top of the mat, bring the forehead down, and you should feel a deep stretch all throughout this right leg. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Continue breathing through any discomfort you may feel. Feel free to make any adjustments to your body that you need to. One more deep breath here. And let's slowly rise, coming back into tabletop pose, sliding that right leg in, finding tabletop once again. From here, we're gonna do the same thing on the left side. So our left leg is going to extend out, left foot is down onto the floor. We're shifting our weight back to sit on that right foot. Extend the hands up toward the top of the mat and bring the forehead down. Feeling that stretch all throughout the left leg here. Just breathe. Allow passive stretch to happen in this left leg. Release any tension, any muscles that you're holding, so that you can really allow gravity to do the work for you here. Take a few deep breaths. One more deep breath here. And inhale, slowly rise, coming back into our tabletop pose, bringing that left leg in. From here, we're gonna shift our weight back to sit onto our feet here. We're gonna come into a toe stretch. So here we are going to tuck our toes and we are sitting directly on the heels of our feet to stretch out our toes. Let's take a few deep breaths here in this toe stretch. Continue to hold. 3, 2, 1, and release. Allow your hands to come down to the mat. And let's tap our toes to release any tension that we built up in that toe stretch. We're gonna do this one more time, stretching out our toes. Let's tuck the toes here. Send our weight back. We're sitting on the heels of our feet. And just breathe. Three, 2, 1, and release. Go ahead and tap out the toes. All right. From here, we're gonna go into a 90-degree lunge. So we're gonna come up onto our knees here. We're stepping our right foot forward into a 90-degree lunge. This means that both of our knees are creating a 90-degree angle. From here, we're gonna flow in and out of a low lunge to really open up our hips and stretch out our legs. So as we inhale, we're gonna flow forward into a low lunge. And as we exhale, we're gonna come back up into our 90-degree lunge. So we'll do this a few times, connecting our breath to our movements. You can place your hands on your knees, or if you have blocks, you can use your blocks to support you, framing your leg. So from here, let's inhale into this low lunge. Exhale, rise. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, rise. One more time, inhale, lunge. This time we're gonna hold it. Place your hands on your mat, framing your right leg. Take a few deep breaths here. One more deep breath. And release. Slowly rising. Allow this right knee to come back down onto your mat, and we will switch to the left. Let's step that left leg forward. We're in a 90-degree lunge here. Placing your hands on your knee or using your blocks if you have blocks. And let's inhale, forward into our lunge. Exhale back into the 90 degree. Inhale. Exhale, rise. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, rise. One more time. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, rise. And inhale, low lunge one more time. And hold. Lower the hands down to the mat. Take a few deep breaths here. Almost there, just a few more breaths. One last deep breath. And release. Allow that left leg to come back down onto the mat. From here, we're going to transition to a lying down position on our stomach on our mat. So from here, we're going to extend our arms out to our side, forming a T with our arms. And we're resting our head on our left ear. We are going to bend the right knee and send the right knee over toward the left side, twisting, fully twisting your spine here. Your hands are gonna stay on the floor. Your arms are gonna stay out into this T, and only the tip of your toe is touching the floor on the left side. So let's take a few breaths here. One last deep breath. And release. Allow the right leg to come back down to the mat. From here, we're going to switch. Our head is now resting on this right ear. Find a bend in your left knee. And let's send the left foot over toward the right side, fully twisting our spine here. Just bringing the tip of our foot down onto the floor. And take a few deep breaths. One last deep breath here. And let's slowly release. Now flat on our mat. From here, we're gonna bring our hands in, place them right below our shoulders. We're neutralizing our spine. And let's inhale and lift our upper body up off of our mat into Cobra Pose. So this is a very light back bend. Feel free to push up even higher to whichever level is most comfortable for you in your back. And let's sway from side to side. Really getting to that lower back and middle back area. And release. Take a breath here. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, rise. Coming to whichever level is most comfortable for you. And slightly twist. And release. From here, we're going to turn onto our back as we prepare to close out our yin session for today. Our feet are flat onto our mat. Our knees are up toward the sky. Our hands are relaxing at our sides, and we are windshield wiping our legs, allowing them to fall from side to side, releasing any tension in the legs, the hips, and the lower back. And finding stillness here. We're going to bring our feet together. Allow our knees to fall. Place one hand on your heart and the other hand on your belly. Close down your eyes here in reclined butterfly. And take a few breaths, allowing yourself to wind down as we close out our session today. Allow yourself a few moments to stay on your mat, relaxing with your eyes closed. Just breathing and thanking yourself and your body for getting you through the session today. Dedicate this time for a true state of rest and relaxation. Stay here as long as you would like to close out your personal practice.